but I can't find my pineapple crown. Pineapple looked in its drawers. Did it ask to accept?
Yes, mine is recording in the top.
Did yours accept too, Isha? All right, guys, welcome back to the Scariest Fearless Woman. Of course, I'm LK Scott, and I have with me my fearless team. I have up at the top Miss Shenda, and I have at the bottom Miss Isha. Y'all say hello to the people. So, how's everything going with you guys? What's up?
It's going good. It's going good. Going good.
And why is it going good?
It's going good. I'm here. I'm breathing. Life is good. Food, I didn't eat, so it's good.
Eating is a necessity. It is essential. Yes, I love eating. What is your favorite thing to eat when you feeling happy?
Tacos.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, tacos and Chick-fil-A. That sound good. Okay, what kind of tacos?
Just beef, greasy beef tacos. I like tacos that still got the oil on them.
Now, what kind
you like them real tacos?
Yeah, you like street tacos.
Yeah, yes. Like the real
like the ones that you have to get at La Grand Plaza tacos.
That one. That's the ones I love.
There you go. What about you, Isha? You said Chick-fil-A. What is on the menu of Chick-fil-A that you like?
Everything except salads.
And I feel like that is God's chicken. I'm not even gonna lie. That is God's chicken. He ordained it himself. I promise you that.
Chick-fil-A is just high.
And I'm over here sounding like I eat all of this too. I am. Miss it though. I can talk about it because I miss it. I miss it so much.
You can make you some impossible chicken patties.
I want it to be possible. I want to possibly have some chicken.
I'm just trying to be on your side because you're doing the healthy thing.
Nationwide ain't even on my side, so I mean, no.
The air fryer.
I do have an air fryer. Maybe I can try some impossible.
But you don't eat chicken.
You said to eat the impossible chicken, so I guess I'm gonna possibly eat it and make it.
And then dress it up. Put you some lettuce and some tomatoes and stuff on there.
I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and try that. Well, fearless women, I decided today that I want to hit on a topic today, and this topic is basically having to do with watching your words. Shenda posted a couple of weeks ago this post, and I thought it was really good, a really good post, because there are certain times when people talk to you and they don't know that you're coming at them in a way that they feel like is disrespectful, or it can cause a person to be defensive. So this is what Shenda said on her post. It said, pay attention to what you're saying. Sometimes we spoke in a certain way for so long, we don't realize that we're harsh, sarcastic, and condescending. Others may not tell us this, but they don't like it. Words can tear apart, leave scars, and make others feeling insecure, inferior, and not valued. Before you say something, ask yourself, is this going to be beneficial to others? Is it going to make them feel better about who they are or put them down? These are tests that you have to pass. The only thing holding some people back from a healthy marriage, growing friendship, and their best life is their tongue. And I feel like that there is power in your tongue, like for real. So with that, I had gathered and asked myself 3 questions, and I haven't even answered them myself, but they just came to me, and I feel like God gave it to me for me to ask these questions to our fearless women. So one of the questions that I had was, why do you think that people who talk to others harsh, sarcastic, and condescending act in that manner, and could they change?
Yeah, I think they act in that manner because a lot of times when you do confront someone on how they have said something or could they say something better, the first thing people always say is, this just how I am. This just how I am. They can take it, they can leave it. This just how I am. So right there, they're not even want to have an open mind about their delivery to you or to the person that they're speaking to. I feel like that's a way that they just don't want to look at themselves, and it's like there's no option for me to change it. I'm not going to apologize for how it came out. Like it's they already saying it without saying it when they say, "Well, this is how I was raised. I mean, this is just who I am." That doesn't make it right. And maybe you need to check yourself on who you are, because just because you was raised to be, my mama taught me to be outspoken and say my opinion. And you're supposed to be outspoken and say your opinion. But it's the delivery, it's the way you have to say it. Because if you start talking to me and whatever you about to say, I don't even want to hear it. And it could be the best advice. It could be the best conversation we finna have. But just because your delivery, maybe your face expression, maybe your tone, maybe all of that, is just, it didn't cut me off from not even want to hear the good word or whatever you're about to tell me.
I do agree with
you.
So,
and a lot of times people don't want to say anything because maybe they're afraid of losing that relationship with that person, regardless if it's a coworker, a friend, or someone in the family, someone that you're dating or married to. So we just gonna just be quiet, and I just feel bad about how they talk to me.
And I feel like that's hindering that person. Like, I don't care if you my family member or not. If you wrong, you wrong. And I can call you out in a manner that you're going to be able to receive it, because I'm going to think about my words before I say anything to you. Especially, you can't come at everybody the same way. You just cannot. That's impossible. And people, you have to learn people, and you have to figure out, okay, how can I come at this person without them feeling defensive or without them feeling like that I'm out to get them. I'm gonna also, Miss Christy, are you here? Are you on the mic? Miss Christy is one of our fearless women.
Yeah, I'm here.
As well. Okay, how are you doing?
Good.
Or how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. Don't tell nobody I just woke up. But yeah.
We are recording live, and we're talking about basically how hey girl, hey. We're just talking about how the tongue is very powerful. That's what we're talking about. And the question that Shinda and I just answered was, why do you think that people who talk to others harsh, sarcastic, and condescending act in that manner, and could they change? So did you have something, Isha? Because I know you had your hand raised.
Yeah, I was just gonna say accountability. They don't have anybody holding them accountable for the stuff that comes out of their mouth. And I have been around a lot of people who say stuff without thinking, and then we know, because I'm guilty of it too, we know that they're wrong, and we don't say, hey, you was wrong. You was wrong for saying it. Or you should have thought about the way that you delivered that, because now you got miscommunication, because you may have hurt somebody's feelings, and they not telling you that you hurt their feelings, because like Shinda said, they don't want to ruin their relationship. And then you got somebody that's wounded by that. And so now further on down the line, you're gonna be like, oh, I haven't talked to such and such in so long, and I wonder why. And then you got this person that's holding on to this hurt because of what you said to them, and you may not have meant it that way, but because you don't have those accountability partners, then you can't really it's not that you can't hold yourself responsible, but it's just that you don't hold yourself responsible, because again, piggybacking off what Shinda said, my mama raised me to be outspoken. My mama told me never bite your tongue. My mama told me this. My granny told me that. My daddy told me this. And that's not always okay. But you have to have somebody in your corner to say, hey, that was wrong. You was wrong. you need to go apologize, or you need to fix the way you said it, even though you may not have meant it in a harsh way. Your tone of voice came off like that, and you hurt that person. So now you need to fix it. And then we got prideful people who, if they do have accountability, they prideful. Well, I said what I said.
Yes. Dip them in the Chick-fil-A. Get a taco, eat it. I love it. You did it.
Yeah.
What about you, Christy?
That's true.
Do you have anything that you want to say about that question?
I'm getting myself together, y'all. Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay. So, I know what we're talking about. The tongue. I know a lot of Black women are raised to be strong and outspoken, so that we don't have the problem of being run over. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of us speak out of experiences. And so if you don't have a lot of experiences, then you're going to come off as very judgmental. And those who have been, gone through stuff can be more understanding with their tongue. So you do have to be careful with your tongue. And I used to be very judgmental. Girl, why you doing this? You know you me too. She doing it. And could gossip my butt off, honey child.
Guilty.
So when you go through some stuff, you be like, okay, it happens. She won't be the first, won't be the last. Your tongue changes. So mine hadn't really just stopped, because I'm always talking. But I'm more understanding with it. So now I use my tongue to, I guess, kind of help others, help them feel more comfortable or whatnot. Because, baby, we are raised to be so judgmental. It's crazy.
I'll give you an example. And I'm just gonna throw myself out there because I really don't care. So if anybody knows my baby daddy, he has 10 kids and 10 baby mamas. I'm baby mama number 8. And so I remember when I didn't have kids, I'd be like, man, them girls is stupid, like having all them baby daddies, baby mamas or whatever. I ain't gonna never do that. I ain't gonna never do that. Man, when I got pregnant, I had to eat my words because of what I said in that moment. Like, I had to humble myself. And at first I used to be embarrassed to tell people my story, and people still look at me to this day, and I'm like, it's okay, you don't have to fix your face. I know it sounds crazy at that moment. I said, but I'm telling you because I don't want you to go through what I'm going through right now, and I don't want you saying that you would never do that, because never say never, because when you never say never stuff, oh, it's coming. It's coming. So I agree with you when you say you have to humble yourself and not be so judgmental. So I like that.
You do have to watch this. And I'm just going to throw this out there. Yes, your baby daddy has all these baby mamas, but it's like that in the Bible. So who's to say that's wrong? That's why I'm like,
I didn't think about that.
Be careful what you say and how you say it and what you do.
Right.
I mean, polygamy is in the Bible, but now we're doing this monogamous thing. Be careful what you say and what you do.
Right.
And understand what you got going. Be comfortable with yourself and what you got going.
Yeah, they say mean what you say. Mean what you say, but it doesn't have to be mean what you say, but don't be mean saying it. Mean what you say, but you don't have to be mean saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, always be honest and true, and tell someone if they ask you their opinion, or if you have an opinion and you feel like you can talk to that person about whatever you want to talk to them about, but just you don't have to just say it because that's just what you used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything don't have to be mean. or rude.
Be careful, because it might be you one day. You never know.
Exactly.
Like she was saying, like me, like I said, I was all them baby daddies. My first daughter, I wasn't even with him. It was whoops.
It was a situation.
And okay, so that's one baby daddy. Okay, then I got married, and we had 2 together. That's 2. Okay, I'm divorcing. So what if I want to have another one?
Right.
But again, who's to say that's wrong? I mean, that's my life. So I'm sitting there talking about somebody with multiple, baby daddy, baby mamas, and I'm one of them.
Me too. I got 2 boys by 2 different men. All right.
There you go.
I
It's
mean,
just it's no different than having 10 women and 2. Like, it's still different parents. You know what I'm saying? It's still different. It's still different baby daddies, regardless if I have 2 baby daddies or 10 baby daddies. It doesn't matter.
it is what it is. I mean, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and go to this next question. How have words hurt you as a child in the past or as an adult?
You pretty for a Black girl.
That I do not like that. That pisses me off. But why do you think? Why do you think people say that?
Because Black is not portrayed as beautiful.
That's
and they raised on hatred.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna take some tearing down layers. But even like when we wear our natural hair out, even us within ourselves, your hair nappy. You ain't gonna comb them edges.
Yeah.
Well, hell, the white girl woke up and went after. Why can't?
Yeah.
She rolled out of bed. Why can't I roll out of bed and do this?
Shoot, even me, I threw a hat on it and combed these naps. This ain't my natural hair, but
That's all right. That's all right. But you know what? I used to feel self-conscious about my natural hair because I was raised, oh, you need to put a perm in your head. It need to be as straight as a white girl hair or straight as other ethnicities hair. And that's what I was raised on. And I had eventually got out of that mentality and say, hey, no, your naturals are beautiful. Embrace your naturals.
Exactly.
And accept them. Now, yes, I have a whole wig on my head today. That's because that's what I wanted to do. But it wasn't because that I didn't love my naturals, because that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, I've heard that
I'm
one.
protecting my natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it so much. I'm protecting my natural.
Yes, protect your edges too. Save your edges.
And when it's all said and done, it's just hair. Like, you even have people who feel, well, you wear wigs and weaves, so you don't like yourself. Baby, I love myself. Matter of fact, if you look at one of my pages, I got my bald headed self and I got weave, so it really don't matter. I mean, I had to grow to that level. Like, if this was 10 years ago, I wouldn't dare wear my hair like that.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, who cares? I'm pretty no matter what I got.
So do you think you wearing it, or we embracing the natural now because everybody is doing it, or that's something that you just decided? So when the trend go away, say if it go away in 3 years, would you ever revert back to a relaxer or anything like that?
I've always been
See,
natural
for me,
my whole life. I've always.
I changed my hair so much, I don't even care.
And then, like, I like braids and stuff. So it's not, to me, it's not a self-conscious thing. It's more so I can do it because you see, we was raised to hate our hair, or we were raised, but you know how people were like, oh, your hair nappy, but I can do so much in my hair. I can twist it, I can braid it, I can wear a weave, I can wear it straight. I can do so many other things. What you got? You could just wear it straight, or you can just wear it curly. Like, but I can do so many different things with my hair. And yes, some days I feel like, Lord, I just want to roll out of bed and comb it, but then I don't want to look like I stuck my finger in a socket. So it's just, you have to love you. And if you want to continue the natural thing 3 years from now, you can do it. It's hard work, but I mean, that's what makes you different.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just all about embracing who you are. Because, like to even say, oh, sorry, fix. To even say, my hair is versatile and yours is not and whatnot, but then we turn around and go get what they got. It's like kind of defeating the purpose of what we're saying. Just love who you are. And my main thing is, Black people are just seen as negative.
Mm.
And I don't know, Lauren, are you with Forward ISD?
Yes. Are you about to talk about equity?
I'm a part of that team. And the crazy thing is, I don't know if she's gonna keep me on this, with COVID and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I went to those training and it was just like
Eye opener.
even for me, like I was raised to, you know, reach for the goals, succeed, plan for a good future. And so my kids got so-called white people names. I have them. And I was like, no, they're not gonna have them ghetto names. And then it's like, why not?
Mm.
Why is it seen that, speaking proper is white? Why is it seen that everything that's supposed to be perfect and good is considered white? But when a Black person does it, it's not good.
Now I gotta
Or
put.
you gotta use that to climb the ladder. And I'm like, no.
I have a question
Yeah.
for these names now that you just threw it out there. Are some names, I wouldn't say ghetto, but they're unique. But are some of the names, how can I say this word? Some of the names,
Watch that tongue.
I'm trying to learn. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna be quiet because I don't want to offend nobody.
Say it. We can clear
I
it
mean, if
up.
you offend
Name
it,
your baby
then
COVID. What if you name your baby COVID? Is that ghetto or is that just being extra?
Name him who?
That's retarded. That
Oh,
no.
I
It
didn't
ain't
even
no. She said, "What if you name your baby COVID?"
with us being
Bojack.
teachers, we have seen some names. And
we have. We
I
have.
have seen some names.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Embrace
But
your names, young people who have unique names. Embrace them. Because if you don't
yeah, of
embrace
course, because I mean, you can change or whatnot, but it's who you are. But my main thing is, can we get away from thinking that because she got that name, she ghetto, or
them, she not
she
smart enough
Black,
or not professional.
because being Black in America is considered not being good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get that out there. Yeah.
You right.
Just because my name is Christy don't make me no smarter than I'm unique.
There you go. We
That's
still have not answered this question. We answered it, but we didn't answer it. How how have words hurt you as a child in the past or as an adult? Like what words have hurt you in the past?
as a kid.
As a kid or as an adult?
As a kid, I was pretty really can't really think of no words as a kid. I mean, kiddie words like 4 eyes because I wore glasses. I started wearing glasses at the age of 4. Like little names like four eyes and stuff like that. But it didn't really hurt my feelings. As an adult, no one will want you. That's pretty much
But
it.
no
But
one
that only comes from like
as in what?
like I don't want you after me. But that was only from one person, of course. So it really didn't affect me like that because I already knew what your motive was for trying to, bring me down. I really didn't have too many words that just really affected me as a kid or as an adult. That just, weighed on me. I didn't. I didn't. I don't know about the other.
Well, I was gonna be quiet because I was talking too much, but
Well, I was gonna
I
go.
can come from like when you talk about a kid, I can come from a dark child. We had plenty of words. Did it affect me? Yes, and being called blackie, dark, all that kind of stuff. As a kid, words hit you different. because you don't have the tools or the strength to kind of deal with them like you're supposed to. And so you're building that. So as a kid, it tore me down. Like my mama used to cry because I wanted to be white so bad. I did. I wanted white dolls. Matter of fact, I got a picture in there with me in a white Barbie costume. I wanted that so bad because it was seen as good. And to hear, oh, she's a beautiful little dark child. Like, why I can't just be cute? Like,
beautiful.
and I was darker then as a kid as I am now. I don't know what happened now, honey. I guess all these kids like that. But yeah, it hit different. Like, and now if you say anything about being dark, I'm like, girl, I know. It's pretty, ain't it? I know.
It's beautiful. Black melanine popping.
I still get carded. No. but I've developed the tools I needed to, take those words and let it not bother me. So my main thing with that is like our kids nowadays, sorry, I'm fighting bug. Our kids nowadays don't have those skills. Like not a lot of them do. Because
so what advice,
you tell a kid now they're ugly, they might go kill themselves,
So with that being said, what advice would you give to some ladies that's in a group, young ladies that's in a group that don't have those tools when words hurt like that? What advice would you give them, Christy? Okay, let me put it this way. What would you give your little self? If you had to speak to your little little girl self, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, I had to speak to my little self, which are my two daughters. They went through the same thing, and it ain't something that I was pushing. So it's just something that happens in society. And I showed them magazines, pictures of beautiful Black girls. I was a plus size model, so they saw that. And I just, gave them affirmations to just keep in mind, you're very pretty. I mean, you don't have to be white, just trying to reverse all of that, putting it in, because like a parent can tell their kid, you're pretty all day long. And as soon as they walk out that door and one stranger tell them you ugly, that's going to tear all of that down.
That was me.
Yeah,
that was me
right.
In elementary school. Like, it took that one girl to tell me that I was ugly, and it affected me all through my years until I finally gained confidence in myself and was like, why are you tripping? You're not ugly. You're beautiful. And then I told my mom this before, and she was like, I can't believe that you believe them. I would tell you this. I said, but still, of course, you're my mom. You're going to tell me that. But when you're looking for validation in other people at that time, when that word came out, it was very hurtful to me, and it carried on. So yeah, I would agree with that. I'm gonna say this question that not the words, but people's facial expressions and actions have hurt me before. I could remember when I had received my master's degree, when I would tell people I have a master's, they'd be like, you got a master's? And I would look at them and like, yeah, I got a master's. Like, I don't have to sound professional all the time. Like, this is who I am. This is who you're going to get. And I don't know what a person with a degree is supposed to act like, but that's not how I act. And I feel like people used to underestimate me because of who I am. So it doesn't have to just be words. It has to be, it's people's actions too.
And that's the thing that goes back to answering her question. You got to have some kind of social interaction, and you have to build those tools. No matter what mom and daddy do at home, of course they're going to love and support you. But as soon as you leave out and go into a social interaction, you got to know how to operate. You got to have, so if you have kids that are struggling, put them in sports or get them in some kind of activity. That's really what helped me. I was a timid, shy girl. I used to get bullied and all that. Nobody would, I tell people that now, they're like, you? Yeah, me. Because you can't do that now. I've been slapped you. But cheerleading, bands, that helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? We talking about as kids, but it's a lot of women that still get affected by what people would say to them, or remarks and comments and stuff. That as a grown woman, some women are still stuck in that little kid, that little girl. They can't, like Chrissy said, shoot. They said right now, I'd be like, okay, but some women ain't there.
Nope.
They're
You see
not
it on social media. They go
okay.
off on social.
Yeah,
Girl, it's
they
not
go
that
there with
serious.
yeah.
I'll go off and
So
risk your job, and it's like, okay, so what?
yeah.
That
So
is not paying your bills.
if you're one of the women out there, ladies, that is still don't have control of yourself when people are saying some not nice things to you, Christy is gonna give you the first step on trying to overcome it. There you go, Christy, girl.
Yep. Hey, high five me, Christy, so I can do it. I got you. I got the first step. I got you. I'm a high
Okay,
five.
there's my hand.
First step is you have to learn how to control your emotions. If you go off of emotions, you're going to say some things that you are not really meaning to say. You have to control your emotions, and you have to be proactive and not reactive. And I'm only telling you guys this because I am learning that as of right now. I am learning how to step back and say, okay, do I really need to go off? Is this really worth me even defending, or is it even worth me and my words? I have to step back and I have to reflect, because that's just how I have to operate now. Because I know if I talk to you out of emotion, I'm going to hit you with the jugular, and I'm gonna hit you with words that I know that's gonna hurt your whole soul. So therefore, you have to give time to make sure. I'm serious. Little old 5'0" me will hurt your whole soul, especially if I have some stuff on you. I will go off on you. And so because I know that our friendship is valuable to me, my relationship is valuable to me, even if I don't know you, you as a person is valuable to me. I have to make sure I have to step back and control those emotions and be able to talk to you and deliver it to you in a manner that you're not going to get defensive, and you're not going to try to go off on me either.
Right. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Anything else?
And I would say, what, step 2 is learn how to be social. Learn how to be in the social experiences. And get out there, be around people.
But you know what? It's really hard for women to embrace women, because we are so used to stabbing each other in the back. And we also used to being crabs in a bucket. And we also used to, okay, well, if I tell her this, I don't even know who she gonna gossip to. I don't know who her gossiping friend is. Because when one says something, the other one gonna say something, and the other one gonna say something just because he or she had something to say. And then the words get twisted up. So it's hard for women to have that trust or have that bond with each other. So we got to make sure we break that pattern of making sure that we're able to trust sis. Because if I can't trust sis, then there's no need for me to be embracing sis.
I say that's kind of hard for me to understand, because I'm not like that. Like, not only do you need to trust, but you got to be trustworthy yourself.
Yeah.
So like you. And if anybody know me, I have the same friends since high school. Everybody knows that about me. The same friends. I'm pretty sure you could name them.
Yeah,
they're like my sisters. Like I don't know how not to be an open book. I mean, I pretty much read people, so that's how I choose. Okay, you gonna know this information about me. You gonna know this, but in all essence, I don't have a fear of anybody else. So what your word is going to do for me? Nothing. You don't control my life. You don't control my destiny. And bless your heart if you try.
How about that?
So I guess that's something I would have to gain understanding on in order to help somebody else, because I don't get that. Like being so competitive as a woman, or like you say, crab in a bucket. I don't operate like that. Like anybody that's around me, I feel we can come up together. I'm here to love on you, and I expect the same in return. And if I don't feel it from you, then I just won't be around you, because maybe I've been hurt you. But
yeah.
So that's very rare.
Go ahead.
No, I was telling Chris that's very rare, because the majority of is the opposite of what you said. So I mean, it's rare. I mean, you would think, it's very sad. You would think we don't need to be crabs in the bucket, but the reality of it is, you're just an exception, one of the exceptions. But the reality of it is, you have more.
I don't know.
I'm the only girl. I didn't either.
I didn't have to compete. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, because I didn't either. But the reality of it is, the majority of women, that's crabs in the bucket, and it's sad. It really is sad.
Isha, do you have something to chime? Oh, never mind. Okay. Do you have some chime in?
Sorry, y'all. My toddler just ain't trying to hear nothing I gotta say.
What you doing?
Just to piggyback on that, it is rare that you find some people who are not crabs in the bucket. I, for one, can point out a crab mentality, and that's why I don't have as many friends, period, because you as women are hateful because they don't want to see the next woman doing better than them. But you also have men who are like that too, and they'll kind of say some stuff to discourage you, to keep you from trying to win, and they don't really know that in the end, if you give me a nugget to help me, I can give you a nugget to help you. You can help the next person, I can help the next person. We can just pull each other up by the bootstraps and keep it pushing. Everybody can eat. But
who you looking at?
Jackson. Because I said give a little nugget, and he was like, I want chicken nuggets.
Feed that baby. That baby hungry.
I am. But that's like just, it is rare that you find somebody who's in your corner who want to see you win. But then you kind of, I would say that you need those crabs around you to push you, because if you don't know what you're capable of. Yes, you got your friends in your corner to say, hey, you can do this, I believe in you, I know you got this. But then you also need somebody to say, no, you can't, you ain't got it, you can't do it. Because then that motivates you to go harder, to be like, okay, I got this person over here saying I can, I got you saying I can't, so who gonna win? Which one of y'all am I gonna let dictate my destiny? Which one of y'all am I gonna let win this race that I'm in? Am I gonna let you saying that I can, or am I gonna let you saying that I can't? Because for me personally, when somebody tell me I can't, I sit back and I think about it. Let me weigh my pros and my cons. Why can't I do this versus why I can do this? Why would I not want to do this versus why do I want to do this? And sometimes it's wrong because we do it for the wrong reasons. But in the end, it's like, oh, well, they told me I couldn't do it, so I did it anyway. I'm going to just do it because you told me I couldn't. But then you got the other people that's saying, well, I'm going to do it because you said that I could. But it's all about that belief. It's about, do I know that I can do it? And it don't matter who, try to tear you down, is who's building you up. But then those hardships and those people who are naysayers build up your character, and they push you to keep going, because just like y'all said earlier, there's some words that they say that can hurt you, but it's also those words that can heal those same wounds that they put, that they've caused you. That's it.
And does that go with all that being said? To me, all I heard was confidence, self-confidence, self-love. If
Basically,
your self-confidence and your love for yourself is there, you're not gonna give a shit. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, it took some time for me to get
Period.
there. I'm not gonna lie, because
period.
and now granted, I have a career, I have a degree, so I have things now.
Mhm.
And I'm 35 and I just don't care. I don't care. I don't. I know who I am. I know what I want. And so you being you ain't gonna stop me from that. And if I don't succeed at something, okay, great.
But see, some people are not at that self-confident level yet. And
Hmm.
I would like to say some of them are not at that self-confidence level yet. Maybe because they don't have people out there pushing them to show them their worth. They hear more so of the naysayers than they do the supporters. And we just gonna have to embrace, some of those people, because I've seen, people. I would think, dang, you got some confidence, but on the inside they really don't. Like, they don't, and it hurts me to see people who allow people in general to get in their ear and manipulate their mind. And I'm not gonna call them weak, because they're not weak. They just haven't tapped into their self-awareness and not understanding, hey, just because they said that doesn't mean it's permanent. It is not permanent on your name. Like that name, those negative words should not be permanent on your name. I'm so sorry. Those are temporary words that you think that you have, and they don't need to be there. They just need to be erased. But my question is, how can they tap into their being self-confident?
The key word is self.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you how I've done it, but I can't tell you how to do yours, because that's a self thing. Like, I don't know your deepest, dark feelings and things like that. Like, and it was funny because when I started plus size modeling, I would tell people, they were like, "You so confident." I'm like, I said, and it's crazy because I have more confidence as a big girl than I did when I was small.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a personal thing to me. Like, you have to love yourself for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like something about yourself, hell, go change it if you want to. You don't like your nails, baby, go straight them. If you don't like your stomach, go exercise. These are things that, especially things you can change.
Mm-hmm.
You have to love yourself. It's okay to love yourself and be selfish. It really is. I think a lot of people, a lot of women, we don't know that. It's okay to be selfish and do for yourself. We do for so many people,
Mm-hmm.
but who does for us? Nobody. It has to be us.
Yep.
We feed our families. We're there for our men. We do this. We take our kids to soccer practice. Hell, who takes us to soccer practice?
Who
We
takes
take ourselves. Who take me to happy hour? I take myself.
That's what I was.
So
That's what
you
I was.
have to be strong within yourself.
That's
You
what
have to
I
be.
was trying to explain. That's what I was explaining to you, Lauren, earlier when I said that as women, we carry a lot of stuff. We can't just sit and watch, just wobble in whatever we got going on. We still got to pick up and be mothers. We got to do all of this. So we haven't released stuff that we still have just stored up in us, because we got to be strong for our kids. We got to be strong for maybe our parents we may be taking care of. So a lot of stuff is just stored. It's just back here in our heads.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't released out. We're holding on to a whole bunch of stuff because we don't have time to sit and just. We got to keep on pushing through sadness, through sickness, through all of that, because we mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a whole nother different topic. And I feel
That's that topic I was telling you about earlier.
yes, we gonna hit on that, boo. We gonna hit on that. We are. So I really hope that everybody got some nuggets, got the advice that they needed. And if they didn't, you may go onto the Fearless Woman group, and you can reach out to not only me, but these young ladies here as well. They are an open book. Like anybody on here, they are an open book, and they will tell you the real. They will not give you no filter. They will give you the real. We love you guys, and be fearless, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
News.